One of these cars costs almost twice as much. The other one is faster, has more power, and more torque. So why does anyone still buy the expensive one? Let's find out. Here's the uncomfortable truth for Porsche fans right out of the gate. On paper, the Corvette Stingray beats the 911 Carrera in almost every measurable way, and it costs $58,000 less doing it. The 911, meanwhile, is 60 years into a design and engineering lineage that hasn't fundamentally changed its formula. Engine in the back, driver up front, and a reputation that no spec sheet fully explains. This comparison is really a question about what you're actually paying for when you buy a sports car. Let's find out if the extra money is worth it. The 911's silhouette has barely changed in 6 decades. Sloping roofline, muscular rear fenders, that unmistakable round headlight heritage carried through generations. It's arguably the most recognizable car shape on the planet, full stop. The 2026 model adds HD matrix headlights and an active rear spoiler, but the core shape remains sacred. The Corvette Stingray, meanwhile, looks like it's punching several tax brackets above its actual price. The mid-engine C8 generation gave it genuinely exotic, supercar-like proportions. Low, wide, dramatic. Something no previous generation Corvette ever achieved. This one comes down to what you value. 6 decades of untouchable icon status, or supercar drama on a sports car budget. For sheer timeless recognizability, we're giving this round to the 911. Inside the 911, you get the Porsche driver experience interface, a curved instrument cluster, a 10.9-inch central touchscreen, and available race text or leather trim with genuinely premium material quality throughout. It's the kind of cabin that still feels special after 5 years of ownership. The Corvette fires back hard for 2026. Chevrolet completely redesigned the interior, tearing out the infamous wall of buttons along the center console for a cleaner layout, growing the central display to 12.7 inches, and adding a 14-inch digital driver cluster. It's a massive step up from previous generations. This one's genuinely close, and for the first time in this comparison, the Corvette earns a real point back. The 2026 interior redesign closes the gap on material quality and screen tech that used to be a clear Porsche advantage. The 911 Carrera's twin-turbo flat-six makes 388 horsepower and 449 newton-meters of torque. Strong numbers, but this is the entry point into the 911 lineup, well below the GTS and turbo models above it. The Corvette Stingray's naturally aspirated 6.2-liter V8 makes 490 horsepower standard, jumping to 495 with the Z51 package's performance exhaust. And torque is where the real gap shows. 630 newton-meters, rising to 637 with Z51. That's over 180 newton-meters more than the Porsche, from an engine that doesn't even need a comparable price tag to get there. There's no getting around this one. More horsepower, dramatically more torque, and a genuinely thunderous naturally aspirated V8 soundtrack the turbocharged Porsche simply can't replicate. Corvette wins this round clearly. Porsche's official numbers for the base Carrera, 0 to 100 km per hour in about 4.1 seconds, topping out at 295 km per hour. Quick, but this is the entry-level 911, not the GTS or Turbo S flagships. The Corvette Stingray, equipped with the Z51 performance package, is factory rated at 2.9 seconds to 60 miles per hour, roughly 3.1 seconds to 100 km per hour, and tops out at 312 km per hour. That's a full second quicker to triple digits, and 17 km per hour faster at the top end, from the car costing tens of thousands less. This isn't close. The Corvette is objectively, measurably faster in every single number that matters here. Another clear round for Chevrolet. Here's where 6 decades of chassis refinement actually shows up. The 911's rear engine layout, once considered a handling liability, has been so thoroughly mastered by Porsche that it's now widely regarded as offering some of the most communicative, confidence-inspiring steering feel in the entire sports car world. A feeling that's genuinely hard to quantify on a spec sheet, but that enthusiasts and reviewers consistently point to as the 911's defining trait. The Corvette's mid-engine layout gives it excellent, exotic car-like weight balance, and with magnetic selective ride control, it's a genuinely composed, capable track car. But it's still a newer design finding its footing at this configuration, versus a car that's been obsessively refined at this exact job since 1963. For the intangible, hard-to-spec sheet quality of actually being a joy to drive, mile after mile, year after year, the 911 claws this one back. The 911 Carrera starts at $129,950 before a single option, and most 911s leave the dealership well north of $140,000 once buyers start checking boxes. The Corvette Stingray starts at $71,995 for the 1LT Coupe, less than the 911's base price, before you even account for the fact that the Corvette is faster, more powerful, and has more torque. Add the Z51 Performance Package for $16,345 and you're still tens of thousands of dollars under the Porsche, with genuinely quicker real-world numbers. There's no ambiguity here. Dollar for dollar, the Corvette delivers more measurable performance for significantly less money. This round goes to Chevrolet, and it's not close. So the scoreboard says Corvette, 4 categories to 2, and honestly, on pure numbers, that's not even a controversial result. The Stingray is faster, more powerful, and dramatically cheaper. But here's my honest take. People who buy 911s generally aren't cross-shopping on a spreadsheet. They're buying 6 decades of obsessive refinement, a badge that holds its value like almost nothing else in the industry, and a driving experience that a lot of serious enthusiasts will tell you is worth the premium even when the numbers say otherwise. If you want the best performance per dollar in the business, buy the Corvette. If you want the car that started the conversation and still commands the room, buy the 911. Just know you're paying for the badge as much as the spec sheet. Final score, 4-2, the Chevrolet Corvette Stingray takes this battle, on power, acceleration, and value for money that isn't even close. The Porsche 911 Carrera fights back on design heritage and that hard-to-quantify driving feel, proving that 60 years of reputation still counts for something, even against better numbers. Here's how the two cars scored in our rating system. So, do you pay double for 6 decades of Porsche heritage? Or take the Corvette and pocket $58,000 while still winning most of the drag races? Drop your pick in the comments below. And, if this is your first time back here, welcome to Motorwise. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next battle.